My name is Kelly Lott. I'm a certified and registered massage therapist. Some of my other achievements include prenatal massage, postpartum, and infant massage instruction. Now currently I'm teaching students in all aspects of prenatal massage. During my teaching experience, I realized a prenatal massage video was needed. Early on in my practice, two close friends became pregnant. When they both reached their second trimester, I realized then how much discomfort can accompany a pregnancy. I wanted to further educate myself in prenatal massage to help them at this time. Soon thereafter, I decided I really wanted to specialize in this, and I'm so very glad that I did. Just knowing that I can cause relief, relaxation, and the smiles. It's very fulfilling and rewarding. This video will enable you to include prenatal massage therapy in your practice. With experience, you will find that ladies will experience less discomfort, a better night's sleep, and an easier pregnancy. All these techniques come from years of experience that have proven to be very helpful. In whatever way you interact with pregnant women in your practice, these massage techniques can help to enhance that relationship. We're going to show you some techniques to help you with her positioning and draping. It's been a wonderful experience putting together this material for you. I hope you'll enjoy it. Positioning the client for massage begins by communicating to her what it is you're about to do. Assist her to and then on to the table. Depending on her height or how high the table is, you may need to provide a step stool for her. Be sure the step stool is moved under the table before starting the massage. To ensure that her head is at the proper angle, lift and adjust the pillows accordingly. In addition, place a bolster under her knees for comfort and to keep her from sliding downward. The correct position of her head should be so that she is looking towards the upper wall, not at the ceiling. This position will offset the risk of supine hypotensive syndrome, that is, pressure from the uterus laying against the deep blood vessels of the abdomen. Ask her if she is comfortable in this position. If not, make the needed adjustments. We will begin the massage with a technique I call scalp rub. Use all 10 fingers with a gentle circular motion, covering the entire scalp. Be sure that you are moving the skin over the scalp, not just the hair. Moving on to raking of the hair. Starting at the right temple, with a gentle pulling of the hair in the opposite direction. Going up to the center of the head and gently pulling the hair down. Repeating the same on the left temple. Next would be a temple rub, using the middle fingers in a light circular motion. After the temple rub, I use a technique I call the forehead thumb strip. Using both thumbs, begin at the root of the nose above the eyebrows. I use firm pressure, pushing in slightly, and then sliding out towards the temple. Continue this movement up to the scalp line. Now I move up to the eye orbit. This is an excellent holding point for headaches. Using firm pressure with your middle fingers, press up into the orbit of the eyes and hold for 5 seconds. Release slowly and smoothly. Continue this movement outward along the eyebrow bone. Going on to a holding point for the sinuses. Place both thumbs on either side of the nostrils without cutting off her breathing. Using firm pressure, press down into the cheekbone and hold for 5 seconds. Finish the face massage with 1 or more open hand strokes, moving from chin to scalp. Let's move on to her neck area. First, I place my left hand over her left ear, then I rotate her head to the left and support it. Using my right thumb, I stroke the right side of the neck from behind the ear down to the collarbone. These muscles include the levator scapula, scalene, and sternocleidomastoid. After at least 4 thumb strips, change to palmar strokes, moving in the same direction and ending over the shoulder. Now repeat both strokes on the left side, remembering first to rotate her head to the right. After the neck, I massage the shoulders, also known as the trapezius muscle. I begin with what I call the trap squeeze. To do this stroke, you may have to first raise yourself up slightly. Make contact with the upper shoulder muscles by scooping your hands between the pillow and the back of her shoulders. Now take your thumbs and fingers and grasp as much muscle as you can. Alternate squeezing first on one side and then the other. The pressure you use should not be more than what she is comfortable with. In other words, she should not be in pain from this technique. Next, I use a holding point or a trigger point on the upper shoulder muscles. Place your thumbs on top of both shoulders close to the neck. Using firm pressure, press down and in to the upper shoulder muscle, holding for 10 seconds. Following the holding points, I like to stretch the neck muscles. Place your right hand over her right shoulder to stabilize, then place your left hand behind her right ear while grasping the back of her head. Push down on the right shoulder while at the same time pulling the head towards the left shoulder. Hold this stretch for 10 seconds. Repeat on the opposite side. Be sure you do not overstretch. Before doing what I call the pec wave, you will need to first apply some lotion or oil to the pectoralis major or upper chest muscles. Starting on the left side, my hands are palm down with the fingertips slightly pointing towards each other. Now glide both hands across the chest to the right side and continue alternating side to side several times. Use a firm pressure by sinking your fingers into the chest muscles as you are gliding. Moving on to the arms. To begin, I like to stretch out the arm and shoulder muscles. First, begin by grasping the upper arm at the elbow and also at the wrist. Lean back, using your body weight to create a slow, smooth stretch, pulling her arm towards her foot. Next, switch your hand positions and pull the arm away from her body. Finally, switch hands again, pulling her arm overhead while leaning your body back. Before massaging the arm, you will need to first apply some lotion or oil to the entire arm. Begin with the upper arm muscles, biceps brachii, brachialis, and triceps by squeezing it in a ringing manner. Continue ringing towards the wrist, including the forearm muscles. Next, use one hand to stabilize the wrist and the other to firmly squeeze the upper arm muscles several times. Now I take the thumb of one hand and glide from the inner elbow to the shoulder. Repeat several times to cover the front of the upper arm. Again, using the thumb of one hand, I glide from the wrist to the elbow. Repeat several times to cover the forearm. After locating the middle of the wrist, use a holding point there on top of the carpals to help relieve hand and wrist pain. Following this holding point, briefly stretch the wrist in different directions. Next, use one hand to squeeze each of her fingers while stabilizing with the other hand. Another massage technique for the fingers is called finger circling. A wonderful stroke for the hands is one where I press the palm of her hand with my thumbs in an alternating manner. Be sure to take plenty of time covering the entire palm. Finish the arm by using the palm of one hand to glide from the wrist to the shoulder. Use a light return stroke back to the wrist and repeat at least 3 times. Now you should move to the other arm and do this entire sequence, starting with the arm stretches and finishing with the full arm gliding stroke. Before massaging the abdomen, I recommend asking permission first at the beginning of each session. Don't presume that she would always want abdomen massage. Draping for the abdomen begins with laying a folded bath towel over the breasts and then under the arms at the armpit. Gently pull the top sheet down from underneath the towel to below the abdomen without exposing the genitals. Either she or you should hold the towel securely in place while bringing the top sheet down. Lotion or oil is used to massage the abdomen and should first be warmed between the hands before starting. The first technique I use is a hand-over-hand movement in a clockwise direction. Gliding strokes done in a clockwise manner will tend to enhance better intestinal function. Another useful movement is performed by sliding your hands back and forth across her abdomen using a medium tempo. To help with the occasional itching that can accompany a growing abdomen, I use my index and middle finger together to circle around the umbilicus. Smaller circular movements in a clockwise manner works very well here. It is during abdominal massage that 3 beings, you, the mother, and baby, can be closely bonded. In my experience, babies have chased the presence and warmth of my hands. I encourage you to enjoy this special part of prenatal massage. I have found it to be my favorite time of the massage. When you have finished massaging the abdomen, re-drape by bringing the top sheet up over the towel. Either she or you should hold the top sheet in place while removing the towel. Be sure not to pull the towel too quickly, as this might expose the breast area. Draping for the leg involves bringing the top sheet up and over the leg, and then, while lifting the knee, draw the sheet around the back of the leg. This will secure the sheet at one end. Tuck the upper portion underneath the low back area. By doing so, you will maximize access to massage the leg while protecting her modesty. The first technique for the leg is performed by standing at the side of the table, placing a soft fist onto the uppermost part of her thigh closest to her abdomen. To be more precise, your placement should be on the upper end of the quadricep muscle group. Sink in slowly, then lean in with your body weight, keeping your arms straight. Maintain this stretch in the direction of her foot and hold. I recommend holding this stretch for at least 10 seconds and then releasing slowly. At this point, apply some lotion or oil to the entire leg. Knead the upper leg muscles, that is, the quadriceps, to warm the area before proceeding with the next techniques. Use both hands to fully grasp in an alternating manner, covering the entire upper leg. The next stroke also begins with a soft fist placed just above the knee. Sink in slowly, then lean in with your body weight, keeping your arms straight. Glide your soft fist up the leg as far as you can till you reach the draped sheet. Be sure you cover all aspects of the upper leg with this stroke: outside, top, and inside. To perform the next massage techniques, her leg needs to be positioned with the knee bent and the inner leg facing up. Knead the inner thigh muscles, or the adductor group, to warm the area using both hands. Grasp fully and alternate both right and left. Next, place your soft fist just above the knee along the inner thigh and glide upwards as far as you can till you reach the draped sheet. Cover all aspects of the inner thigh with this stroke using overlapping strips. Move to the calf area and knead, using both hands to massage the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. Grasp fully and alternate both right and left. Calf cramps are very common with pregnancy. This technique is quite helpful for cramp relief if they occur during the massage. Should this happen, stabilize the lower leg with one hand, then place the thumb of the other hand in the center of the cramping muscle. Press in with your thumb and hold firmly until the cramp begins to dissipate and the muscle softens. This may take somewhere between 10 and 30 seconds. Be sure to release slowly. Now return the leg to a straight leg position. Reapply lotion or oil if needed. Begin the next stroke by placing your hands on each side of the ankle, then gliding up the entire leg with the palms of both hands till you reach the draped sheet. The next technique is a full leg traction. First, place one hand under the ankle to stabilize and the other hand on top of the foot. To produce the traction, grasp the ankle with both hands and slowly lean back. Hold this stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. For the next stroke, we apply a thumb over thumb movement to the front of the ankle, moving from side to side. Now move and stretch the foot at the ankle joint in several directions. Hold these stretches for 5 to 15 seconds. Circular toe squeezes are applied with thumb and fingers, followed by moving and stretching of the toes in various patterns. At this time, use any free-form massage strokes you would like on the foot. Finish the lower leg with a gliding stroke using the palms of both hands, starting on each side of the ankle. Move from the ankle, up the lower leg, ending just above the knee. Redrape the leg, then repeat the entire massage sequence on the other leg. The massage techniques while in the incline position are now complete. We will now move into demonstrating massage in the side-lying position. Positioning the client for side-lying massage onto her left side begins by communicating to her what it is you are about to do. First, help her into a sitting position by bringing your left arm behind her neck and in front of the pillows. Ask her to grasp your right arm while grasping hers. Lift her, without her help, slowly. Remove the bolster and 3 of the pillows. Place the remaining pillow at a slight angle to support her neck. Ask if she is comfortable in this position. If not, make the needed adjustments. The first technique for the low back area is applied with the web between your thumb and index finger. Place the web of one hand so that it surrounds the hip, hooking on the iliac crest, then partially overlap the web with the other hand, offering support. Lean and press the hip in the direction of the foot. Hold the stretch for at least 15 seconds and repeat as often as she wishes. When you finish each stretch, be sure to release the pressure slowly. Now place a soft fist on the sacrum. Using your body weight, lean into the sacrum, keeping your arms straight. You may need to clench your soft fist tightly as this technique requires very firm pressure. Hold this compression for at least 15 seconds and repeat as often as she wishes. When you finish each compression, be sure to release the pressure slowly. This sacrum compression can also be applied with traction. Place the heel of your right hand on the sacrum At the point where it meets the low back vertebra, that is, specifically the 5th lumbar vertebra, using the left hand for support, lean and press with straightened arms towards the end of the table. Hold this stretch for at least 15 seconds and repeat as often as she wishes. When you finish each stretch, be sure to release the pressure slowly. Massaging through the top sheet. Apply soft fist compressions to the buttock muscles, including gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus, using both hands. This technique will warm the area for the following applications. To locate the middle of the piriformis muscle, draw a line from just below the hip joint on the greater trochanter to meet a line drawn from the sacrum. After locating this area, use a holding point, or trigger point, in the piriformis muscle to help relieve sciatic pain. Place your thumbs on this point and using firm pressure, press down and into the buttock muscles, holding for 10 seconds. After the holding point, I like to apply a rotation stretch to the pelvis. First, place your right hand on the back of the pelvis, below the iliac crest, and your left hand on the front, hooking around the ASIS. Push with your right hand, while at the same time pull with your left to create a rotation stretch. Hold this stretch for at least 15 seconds and repeat as often as she wishes. When you finish each stretch, be sure to release the pressure slowly. The side lying position allows you to do side stretches with variations. For the following stretches, make sure you have no excess oil or lotion on either your hands or her, otherwise you may slip off the muscles and lose the stretch. First, place your right forearm against her hip bone, specifically the iliac crest. Then place your left hand on the sides of her ribs, the serratus anterior muscle. Pull her hip bone towards yourself with your right arm, while pushing her ribs with your left hand towards the head of the table. Hold this stretch for at least 15 seconds and repeat as often as she wishes. When you finish each stretch, be sure to release the pressure slowly. Before applying the next variation, raise her right arm carefully and lay it against the side of her head. Place the web of one hand as before so that it surrounds the hip, then partially overlap the web with the other hand, offering support. Lean and press the hip in the direction of the foot. Hold this stretch for at least 15 seconds and repeat as often as she wishes. When you finish each stretch, be sure to release the pressure slowly. To do the next stretch, first bring her arm back down along her side. Securely place her hands on top of her upper shoulder, also known as the trapezius muscle. To produce the stretch, slowly lean back while she counter-stretches her head away from your hands. This provides a more complete stretch for the neck and shoulder muscles. Hold this stretch for at least 15 seconds and repeat as often as she wishes. When you finish each stretch, be sure to release the pressure slowly. At this time, use any free-form massage strokes that you would like on the neck and back. Redrape the back, and then the massage while in the side lying position is now complete. Thank you for exploring prenatal massage therapy with me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Now it's up to you to share this newfound information with pregnant women everywhere. I know you can. Please review the material in this video as often as you can. This will help to sharpen your skills. I'm Kelly Lott. Enjoy the work.